You see that there? That right there, that is a motorcycle battery. It's actually a motorcycle battery for a GL 1800. Now, the reason I'm showing this battery isn't because we're doing how to change a battery or nothing like that. No, it's a much sadder topic than that. And we'll get into it here in just a second. So hi there, Richard here from SoDak Motorcycle Blog. So you can see it's a pretty nice October day outside. I mean, it's windy as all get out, but that's kind of normal around here. But today is the day we're parking the bike for the season. And yes, it's a little early, I know, but I'll show you a big part that's factoring into this decision. I don't know if you can see the tire, but you see where there's like was some tread parts there at one time. You can see we're kind of past the wear bar. See the tires chewed up pretty good. So that's the main reason why. You can see it's pretty much bald there. That's the reason why we decided to wrap up the year. And I'm one of them. I do pull my motorcycle battery every year, mainly because my bike sits in the storage shed. I don't really want to run power to the storage shed to run a trickle charger. And honestly, if I could put this in a garage every winter, I would probably leave the battery in around a trickle charge, but I just don't. So this is what I choose to do. And anyways, this year the tires obviously needs to be replaced, and honestly I want to replace it before I ride this thing again. So honestly, that's probably going to be next spring before that happens, so we're just going to put it to bed. As you can see, my battery is out, completely out of there. That's what you saw in the intro, was basically you saw that's the battery, that was the battery for it. Got everything pulled out of there. I will say this, the 18 to the 1500, this is the first time I've pulled it out of this 1800 because I bought it in January and I just left it in. But honestly, the battery coming out of the 18 is a lot better than a 1500. So, but we've got all the compartments cleared out, other than tools. I'm gonna leave the tools in there, but my wife's hat. That pocket's pocket's empty. I've cleaned out every pocket. Like I said, we pulled the battery. She's on the center stand, and we're gonna shut her down. And like I said, this is a terrible time of year for me. I hate this time of year. I always hate when the last ride of the year is. It absolutely sucks. It sucks so bad. But part of the deal when you live up north here, it gets cold every year. But anyways, other things factoring into this for me, well, partly it's a matter of I've got a lot of stuff going on this month. We're gonna be doing, well, let's see, I've got to work this weekend, and then the next 2 weekends I'll be working as well. So that by that time we're going to be at about the third weekend of October, or third or fourth weekend, and so I'll have 1 weekend there, and then that next weekend I work, and then I'm out of town for another week and a half, and I'm back and for like another 10 days, and I'm out of town for another week. So fast forward all that, guess what? That's Thanksgiving. So pretty much it sucks, but at the same time, yeah, the right opportunities are pretty much have gone away for the year. But I did pretty good this year. So as far as miles this year's go, I actually did fairly good. I was pretty happy with it. I ended up getting 9,211 miles. All right, so 9,211 times, I'm about, this bike does, I think about for every, I figured about every 1,000 miles I lose about 55 miles. So 9,211, we're going to take that times whatever that percentage is. Pretty much for me it's 0.945, so 9,211 times 0.945, that leaves me with 8,704 miles for the year, true miles. So you know what, this year was a pretty good riding year considering the way it started, considering the amount of how wet and cold it was in March and April and May and June and July, and well, let's just say this, it was just a wet year. It just was the way it is. But you know, what are you gonna do? You have good years, you have bad years. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky this year and it'll get warm about mid-February and I can get this new tire on in March and be riding good to go. Highly unlikely to happen, but you know what, positive thinking, right? Power of positive thinking. Well, there she is, all buttoned up. Geezer's buttoned up, got the cover on him. Give him some rest, because next year could be a good one. I'm definitely gonna ride hard next year like I do every year, with the possibility even maybe an iron butt run coming next riding season. So I'm gonna let Geezer get his rest, and also I'm gonna let you go now. You guys take it easy. We'll see you next time on the SoDak Motorcycle Blog. Oh, and don't forget, as always, keep the rubber side down and enjoy the ride.